Okay, so that don't sound good. Hang on a second. I'm hearing myself. 1 second. That's probably better. Hopefully. Am I echoey? I'm hoping I'm not echoey. I shouldn't be echoey. I can't think why I'd be echoey. But it's a little bit difficult tonight because I've basically reset the whole of my PC after Thursday night stream. It was chugging along. I wanted to install things and stuff. So I wiped the PC. Stupid me. Also wiped all the settings. So all my OBS settings, all my live stream settings, everything went absolutely crazy. So unfortunately, we seem to be working okay. So that's good. Well done, S'mores, for getting A Night to Remember. One of my favourite films. And to be honest with you, I actually prefer A Night to Remember over Titanic. Absolutely brilliant, black and white film if you haven't seen it. The reason I got brought into that film was my dad was born in Ruislip in Middlesex in London, and that scene that you see with the lifeboats was actually filmed on Ruislip Lido, and he saw it being filmed, and that always captures my imagination. That does, but absolutely brilliant film. Hello, Christian from Grantham. We're going to try a new thing out today, Christian. Hopefully if I press this button, something should happen.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Did it happen? Did you hear it? I don't know. I haven't got a clue because I can't hear it. I'm just looking at the green bars up and down, but I'm doing it a slightly different way today. So there's so many things I've got to test to make sure they work. Hello, Jim. How's it going? And why have we got Jim on here? Jim, we've got a merch on the map. So hopefully, if we can start this, we've got Corby here. And if we zoom out from Corby, we're going across the pond all the way to South Carolina. Now, I know where South Carolina is, but where you live, Jim, right, bear with me. Walterborough, is that you? Is that you there? Is that where you are? But this is Jim, otherwise known as Sata Models. Look, I can read it. Wearing a Let's Get Cracking t-shirt. Thank you so much for that, Jim. That's brilliant. You should, I think I'm going to make one that phonetically says Sata for me, so I won't mispronounce it. But thank you for that. If you want to send me any of your merchandise that you've got from wherever you are and you want to be on the map, then by all means send me an email. And I have got my email address somewhere on here. Look, things are still working. Just send it to wayne@worldofwayne.co.uk. That's also the address to send some of your caves to. Now the good news is I've got 3 caves all lined up. I want to get some at the weekend, but I'm not here this weekend. Friday night I'm at the Warner Brothers studio tour, or the Harry Potter tour. Saturday I'm in London, and Sunday's my birthday, so I'm travelling back from London on Sunday. So it's hopefully if a video goes up, it will be up Sunday night. So don't like Titanic's films. It's not as graphic as the other one, Marcel, but you're like Mrs. World of Wayne. She can't watch the Titanic movie, so pretty crazy. Yes, Germany are out the league. I watched the football, and to be honest with you, the soccer, should I say, if you're watching in America, the first like 70 minutes was really boring. Sent me to sleep, but obviously we won. But I think it's too early to be celebrating yet, Daniel. We're not champions on that performance tonight, I don't think. It just if we can only play 15 minutes of good football, then I think we're doomed. But then again, I mean, if it's against Sweden and Ukraine tonight, isn't it? So whoever wins that, we're going to be playing. So that's good. I do sound a bit muffled. I can't fix that. Perhaps if I put this up. I don't know. I don't think I've got my filters on. That's what it is. That's what it is, Lou. Well done. I haven't got my filters on. But I don't know how to do the filters yet. I'm going to have to figure that one out too as well later. Oh my God, some of the things that are going wrong here. Hi from sunny Peterborough. You're down the road from me, Daniel. So what else have I got to tell you? So first thing is that a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that, I was in Duxford. And I got to see my pride and joy, the Lockheed Blackbird SR71. Look at that beauty of a model. And I thought I'd show you that there because absolutely brilliant. I also got to see the Vulcan, which I didn't believe how big it was. It's absolutely ginormous. But I had a great day there. Even, you know me, if I'm walking past paraphernalia, I will put it on. So I've got my little Biggles hat there, looking absolutely great. And obviously we got to see the Spitfire. Now you can actually take a ride in a Spitfire, and guess how much this is going to cost you just to go up for, I think it's half an hour, something like that. it will cost you the princely sum of £2,750. I haven't got that sort of money. I didn't trust it either. Look, if you just watch that clip again, let me just show you this clip again. 1 second. Look, watch. Look at the guy. He's standing there with a fire extinguisher. When that whole thing was standing up, he had the fire extinguisher ready to go. I thought, that don't fill me with much confidence at all. You got pack 1 of the Leopard tank, Andrew. Yesterday, found it great, but did not have the spring for the hatch. Oh, that's not good. I'm sure Gore will send it out to you, Andrew. Wayne, you should make a shirt that says, without further ado, on the front and on the back, let's get cracking. I've got 2 new shirts out at the moment, but I need to do that. As a matter of fact, they're on the way. So I've got a Zero Fighter t-shirt, and I've got the logo. Funny enough, that was a great segue into this for the Porsche. Now, if you look at this, this is really weird. I haven't seen these out anywhere, so I don't know if there's been a mistake or something, but I've got kits 9, 10, 11 and 12, and 13, 14, 15 and 16 of the Porsche build, and something that's really clever in this, which I think is great. I don't think I've had any build that's got this, but can you see that there? We got a sprue cutter. They've given us a sprue cutter, which I think is absolutely amazing. Now, I'm going to try and get one of these out on Friday. Tomorrow's probably just going to be a live stream, this live stream, and obviously we're going to be doing the Patreon live stream in the evening. I think the Patreon live stream tomorrow evening, we're going to be doing the Ferrari F40, just so you know. So this one's probably going to be out on Friday. On Thursday, I'm not here, but I will be here for the live stream, just so you know. The one thing you don't like about A Night to Remember is how it didn't split in 2, but the movie was made before the wreckage was found. S'mores, I think they're debating whether it did split into 2 now. They obviously the ship is in 2 parts, but they believe that cracked as it sank and it ripped apart in the water rather than the way that you see it. There's a lot of theory on that. I even think James Cameron's saying that didn't happen now, but who knows? How long until someone mentions 1966? You'd go outside, but the Californian sun would like to object. Is it that hot out there? Now, Bergdis, yeah, look at this message from Bergdis. I think this is very important. That Eaglemoss got in touch with her today to say that Iceland, Norway and Malta are no longer accepting their invoices. So they're refunding everything they paid and putting the account on hold. Can you believe that? Now Bergdis, how many issues of Ecto 1 did you have? I think it was just Ecto 1 you were doing, wasn't it? How many have you had? Is it just the stage 1 or whatever? That worries me big time. Because I don't know how many other people this is going to affect. It's just giving me alarm bells of way back when the DB5 and the Nissan GTR came out in this country, and then they refunded everyone after 10 issues or something. Not good news, but that was shocking news when I saw that today, Bergdis. I'm sorry to hear that, but it is Car Crash Tuesday, Arsena, and things seem to be going all right at the moment, which is a little bit worrying. But it is a customs thing, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that the bounce back charges are going back to Eaglemoss, I'm guessing. And obviously they want to meet the charges or bump up the price. But obviously I don't know how it works. Haven't got a clue. Good afternoon from Albany in Oregon, where it's finally below 100 degrees. We've had terrible weather in the UK. Absolutely terrible. I'm hoping things will get a little bit hotter for this weekend. Mrs. World Away said we've got Harry Potter on Friday. She's taking me to the Rainforest Cafe on Saturday. I love Rainforest Cafe. What else are we doing? Hopefully a boat tour on the Thames. We were going to go see a West End show, but you know, we're still in lockdown, so everything's shut down at the moment. And then that means we're going to travel back early Sunday. We were going to have a day in London on Sunday, but I could chill out here on Sunday and enjoy being 48. 48, can you believe it? I only discovered that age when I asked about 2 days ago, because as you get older, you forget your age. It doesn't matter. They all blend into one thing at the moment. $200 for a Spitfire. God, no, 2,750 here, S'mores. Yep. And Dan wants to get it, Ian. Dan Goldman, he wants to do it. So, does that include the plane? Yeah, you'd think, wouldn't you? They'll let you take it home afterwards. Yes, £2,750. That's to go up in the not to go up in a Blackbird or Vulcan. That's for sure. Funny enough, it's Southend. Southend Airfield's got a Vulcan, but they don't take it off. But they do taxi it 4 times a year, full speed, so you can hear that iconic roar of the Falcon, and they did that last weekend, I think it was. I missed that. I had no idea how big a Vulcan was until I was underneath it. Oh, God, it's giant. I don't know how that thing gets off the ground. Jesse, I did answer this in the comments. I am blacking out the windows where they need blacking out, but I don't do it on film because the main reason is that I've got memory cards in these cameras and I don't stop and start. I just keep it going all the time. So if I was to stop to do the blackout and then wait for it to dry, it only takes 5 minutes to dry, then pin it together and then continue, the memory card will run out big time and it will take too much memory on here from the webcams as well. So I just do it afterwards. It's not a problem because if I've got any things to fix, hence why you saw that the lights that I hadn't put in at the end, I picked them up afterwards and put them in. So all fun. Wayne, you saw your first Falcon in 1971 over Diego Garcia Island in the Indian Ocean. They did a mad drop to British submarine anchorage there. Quite a sight. I'm telling you, that I couldn't. I mean, that was just on the ground, Wayne. Absolutely brilliant. Now it's a shame because the Spitfire today we've got three magazines to do. I was hoping we'd have 4, but for some reason last week's one isn't in my news agents, and there isn't a lot to do. We're doing a little bit more of the fuselage, and we're just mounting a motor into a bracket. So we will get on that later, I promise. But I'm going to chat a little bit more tonight. I'm glad I showed you the Porsche. Some of the other things I've got here at the moment, I've still got 2 episodes of the Peugeot. Just looking down here, I've got the Ferrari, which I'm going to do tomorrow. That'll be out on the channel later on in the week. And I'm supposed to have had the Ecto-1. Now, my Ecto-1 notification came about a week before the Star Trek notification, and the Enterprise came yesterday or the day before. So I can't understand what's happened to the Ecto-1. It seems to be a bit lost at the moment. Same thing goes for the Eleanor. The notification came at the same time as the Enterprise, but I haven't received that either at the moment. I missed an AM screw from the battle section on the Enterprise D, build stage 25. You know what? I had a pack of AM screws, Robert. I couldn't figure out where they went. Oh, you've got me. Stand by. 1 second. There we go. I'm back. Right, you've got me now. So you're saying it's stage 25. I was looking for it. I was looking through the magazine thinking, where does these AM screws go? I can see a DP. Put that in there. BM, 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 FM. Nothing there. BP, BP. No. There's nothing in my magazine. You missed an AM screw from the battle section on the Enterprise D, stage 25. Am I blind? Oh, I see. Right, okay, it's right at the very front. God, that was hidden. Look, it's down the bottom there. I will put that in. So if you have been doing the Enterprise, look, I've missed that bit right there. Wow, that's my colour blindness. I can't see reds very well. It's my excuse. I'm sticking with it. It costs about £1 million a year to keep a Spitfire in flying condition. Is that why they're charging £2,750? And that thing was going up all day. It was going up, landing, someone else gets in, going up. So they must be making a good 10, 15 grand off that a day. And I don't know how much the fuel costs would be for that. But there you go. How about do a shirt that says Car Crash Tuesday? It's a good idea, Arsena, definitely. I thought I'd do, you see, I've mixed it up a little bit with the countdown. I thought we'd have a cinema screen to make the picture bigger. So I hope you like that. I was editing that today. And while I was doing that, I thought, let's do some more older movies. But I don't know how many people had seen A Night to Remember, I have to say. When I heard the Titanic film came out, back in 97, I think Titanic came out, I was wondering, is it going to be better than A Night to Remember? Because that was the definitive Titanic movie for me. And like, I was born in 73. It was made way, way, way before I was born. But did you get the replacement issue 44 for the F40? No, John. I think you mentioned that. God, where's that? Stand by. Right, I've got the Ferrari here. Now, issue 44 had something to do with the steering, didn't it? So I've got issue 44. And did you say, or someone said that the steering rod in it is wrong? But they're still making me use the old one. There. And I've got all the parts for that. There, I guess. Is that number 44? Yeah. Well, we'll find out tomorrow. So the good thing is that in the Ferrari build tomorrow, it will be out to the general community, just so you know. It's all, I don't need any of the parts really, apart from that steering rack. It's all self-contained on these sections here. We're basically doing the steering rack. We've got some electrics for the, it's very clever. They've got the speakers going into the radiator, which I think is quite clever. So we're going to put that together as well. Something else I wanted to show you as well. Now, someone asked me to do a video for this, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. And that's about the Arduino. So I'm going to flip cameras. Hopefully this works, because I haven't tried this one yet either. It is. Let's turn that Spitfire logo off for a second. So this is the Arduino that we've been using for the Enterprise. And I can't remember what pin we used. Was it pin 9 to make the beacon light? And people were asking how I'm powering this, because obviously you can either power it in here or in here. Now, even though this takes 9 volt, or they say plug 9 volt in, and a USB is 5 volt, you can actually put anything from 3 volt in here to 20 volt in here. But the higher the voltage goes into this, the more things start to behave a little bit funky. You're not going to blow anything up, but things start to behave wrong. The ET spaceship is the prime example of that started to play wrong as well. So what I was planning to do is, if we've got roughly, I don't know, 4 to 5 volts going into the Arduino board, I'm guessing that LED that we've got spare on the section should be enough to light the bridge. But I did say I'm not using this. I'm going to be using a Nano. Well, this is a Nano, and you can see the difference in size straight away. Look, you can get a few of these just into that one there. So with the Nano, you can power it from USB, but the way you power it is, if I was to snip off that LED, and basically you've got 2 sections down here, 2 pins, which are ground and VIN. That's your black and red leads that can be plugged into there. That will power the board, and then it works exactly the same as this one. Exactly the same. But everything needs to be soldered onto this. But if I just show you my finger, you can see how easy this is going to be to put into the Enterprise. It's so tiny. It's cool. And these, I got 3 of these for £10 off Amazon. So they're absolutely perfect. Now, if you didn't have one of these and you went straight for a Nano, it's no problems. You can just plug it into your computer for a mini USB socket and just update it the same way. You just need to make sure that you select Arduino Nano rather than what this one is, which is an Arduino Uno. But I will show you me doing that, because that's one of the biggest questions I've had on the Enterprise build regarding the beacon, is how do we use a Nano? I will show you. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Can't wait. July the 4th, all America will be like, wow, Gamer Girl 22. That's Faith. Hello, Faith. That's my little daughter. How's it going? How are you having a nice evening? Did you watch the football? I don't know. I can't believe my daughter's coming here. Hello. That shocked me. You watch the Riley will be turning up now, and he'll be on here as well. No. The spammer's my daughter, John. She's trying to get my attention. She doesn't understand the whole thing about the chat's delayed. No, Lou, she's my daughter. I can't ban my daughter. Oh my god. You had an email from D'Agostini saying they apologise for days, will be receiving another free gift. Then 2 days later, 5 more turned up. Wow. Well, you know what? We are almost on 1 year, 2 weeks now. I thought, just for a laugh, because I've kept all of my correspondence with Model Space regarding the HMS Victory. Just for a laugh, I'll email them last week and say, is there still any news on this? Because I haven't heard anything. And the last time I'd heard something was March this year. But this has been going on since June last year. After a week, still no replies at all. So God knows what's going on. Yeah, there we go. Dee's just corroborated what I just said about the Titanic. No, I emailed the UK supplier to ask why issue 44 was wrong. Well, I'll find that out tomorrow, Daniel. I don't know. Haven't got a clue. Oh no, did you just mute my daughter, Ian? Oh my god. Oh, bless her. Wayne, hello, Kayla. Is it Kalen or Callan? Callan. Wayne, I was wondering if you know whether or not the Bugatti Veyron was going to continue. It's definitely one I'd get. It's continued, but not in this country. I believe it's in Germany at the moment. As a matter of fact, I believe Devmar Models might be doing it. If you watch Sebastian on his channel. Robert's Video Madness. My dad was an RAF engine. Was an RAF engine for his national service. Engineer, do you mean? He worked on the Vulcans. That's that just threw me then. You saw that they acknowledged the issue, but would not but not when the replacements would go out. What, John? What's the issue? I don't even know what the issue is. If you could let me know, that'd be lovely. You pre-ordered the Airfix kit of the Vulcan. Where can we sift that Spitfire? I'm going to check it. You see at the back. It's actually been made, so you've got a cockpit at the back there. Look, if I show you that video just one more time, look, you've got the pilot in the front, and they've made a little thing at the back for someone to sit in as well. So that's how that works. Apparently, yes, I believe the E-Type's going to ship in September, but I will have more news about that hopefully at the end of the week. But I'll let you know that. They also have a Vulcan at Doncaster Airport, and they do engine runs on it, which was the one that was restored to flight but is now grounded. Wow. See, Doncaster's not too far from me either. That's about an hour and a bit down the road. Phil, I think I saw an email post from it was either you or someone else saying about this. Delivery every 3 weeks now means I get charged every 9 weeks rather than every 3 months. Now I know someone's got the next pack 8 up on their YouTube channel at the moment, because I've got mine. I mean, I do pay in advance for them, but I don't think they're going to speed up in the UK. I haven't seen any news on that. Yeah, I got it, Dave. I got it in the end. Milan, I can see you. I can see you. I am behind on chat as usual. It's not even a Thursday night, but there we go. Well, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to get started on this. Oh, just another thing that's changed is I no longer stream on Twitter, because in case you didn't know, Twitter's Periscope's gone. Oh, Faith. Hello. We can see you still. Are you still watching me? Oh, bless you. You saw a night to remember that you forgot. That reminds me of that line in The Lion King from Rowan Atkinson. Zazu says he's giving the morning report. This is before they added all the new songs and stuff. And he said the what was it? That the buzz from the bees are that the leopards are in a bit of a spot. I told the elephants to forget it, but they can't. Father. Hello, Faith. Oh, bless. I'll let me. Can the Leopard tank be delivered to Canada? If so, Arsena, I don't actually know. The best people to ask would be Agora themselves. They do have an excellent service and a live chat that you can ask about that. But, you know, I can't see why not, but there might be issues with customs and charges and stuff like that. Father, it is smaller than me. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, right. What we're going to do before Faith breaks the chat, I'm gonna get started on the Spitfire. You're still waiting for the replacement stage 56 for the Ecto. Got any 3 stages in shipment? Well, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm still waiting for my replacement issue 70 for the X-Wing, so I can't really continue that until that comes. But let's see if we can do this. So I'm going to go back to head cam, just make sure everything's been turned on. It has. Go to that cam, click on that, and I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing third. RAF Cosford, that's where my dad was based, long time lurker. He was based at Cosford. And hello, Le Monde. How's it going? Oh yes, that fire truck and route master. So much, Jesse. So much. Can't wait for that to come. So, this is the magazine. So we're going to be building some more of the fuselage here. We've got 2 lots of screws for this. I'm going to count them going in. So we've got 2 going in here, like that. And then we've got 1 going in here. And then on the other side, we've got 2 going in here, 1 going in there, and then another one going into this little place at the back there. So that's easy, nice and easy to start off with. Now, once again, when on Tuesday nights, it's very hard for me to keep up with the chat. So if I haven't answered you, I don't mean it. It's just that I haven't looked over and looked at the chat. But this is what the Spitfire is looking like at the moment. Let's try and find a nice position for it. I think that'll be good there. As a matter of fact, it's probably going to be best on the other camera tonight. I think I'll go with that one because we're working on this section here. Now, these stands again are from Mk1a Models, so I'm just going to put that under there and make it a little bit bigger so I've got some support on there so I can push down on it. And these are the parts that are going to go into it. Hello Kim, how's it going? No, my issue 77's fine, Ian. It's my issue 70. I need a new motor for the R2D2 unit that makes it spin. So I'll get these off. Now, all of these are metal, just so you know. Let's see where we get for that. Where's my scalpel? Ah, there it is. Now, we've got 2 lots of screws on this one, I believe. We've got long silver ones and short silver ones. So I'm just splitting them up. Then I'm going to figure out what part goes in where. So it's this part first, which looks like that. There is a significant difference between them, but this one is going to go into this section just here, which is hard for you to see on my side, but I don't actually have a camera going over there. And that's going to be taking the... Stand by, let me have a look. That's going to be taking the KM screws, which are the really, really tiny ones. So, let's get my screwdriver, which once again has been freshly magnetized. So it's picking up everything at the moment. Now, on this build, I know the first thing people are going to say is, why haven't you put it in oil? Well, the threads are actually cut really well on this, so it doesn't really need it. But it is nice to see this growing. I will show you this on the main camera as well. So that's 2 KM screws. We've got to put a PM screw, which is one of the larger ones, down the bottom here. Just having a look where that would be. That's going to go down into this section here. And then finally, that's all we've got to do on that side. We're going to put the other side up, which is going to go wrong way around in here, which I can't see, so I am going to have to turn this around, I'm afraid, but it'll give you an idea of what it looks like from the other side. I should have thought about this, didn't I? So we're going to be this way round. Put that back underneath. Oops. That way round. See? So you can see how that one went on. Let's put this one on. Same way. Little KM screws. These screws are very tiny. Look at those. And that's just extending the bottom section out here. I've changed my logo. Yeah, I've got the Scale Modelling World of Wayne, and then you've got just the World of Wayne. I've got a couple of logos, but I've been mucking around at the moment big time. Oh, I have changed the logo. I see what you mean. Right, hang on, stand by. Why have I got the Douglas on there? Let's turn that one off and turn Spitfire. Thank you. Stupid me. Car Crash Tuesdays. It's expected. Okay, so in the other side, I'm just making sure we're putting the right ones in. 2 KM screws. And that's a problem because the bottom one is not wanting to go in. So I'm just trying to figure that one out. Stand by. Right, I'm going to take off the top one and put the bottom one in first, I think. Why does the bottom one not want to go in? Try that again. No. Car Crash Tuesday strikes again. We have got an issue. Let's have a look. It's because that bit wasn't fitting flat in there, which I believe it is now. One more time. I'm being very quiet now while I put this in. Ah, it's fitting in now. Excellent. And I put the top one back in. And then we've got a PM screw, which is going through, if you can see here, that hole. Oops, turn it around a touch. The hole right there. Nope, you still can't see it. Trust me, there is a hole just here, which is going to hold that in. And then we've got a KM screw, one of the small ones. Just trying to figure out where that one goes, which is going in 1, 2. Put that one in there. Aha, right, it's going into this one next to it at the back to hold both of these bits together. There we go. So what I'm going to do is move that to there, change the camera, so you can see now what we've got is we've got 4 screws into this section here, and I've just put a KM screw to hold that bit together there. But that's all there is to do in that stage, so I'm just going to put that to one side quickly and bring over the next stage, which is stage 64. And again, not much to do in this one. We've got the underside of the fuselage to put in. We've got this motor clamp that we don't do anything with in this one. And again, we've got some more screws in that. And you see, look, the instructions are put the bottom bit on, put 2 PM screws in there, and you're done. Nice and easy, isn't it? So try that again. This time I think I am going to do it on the top camera here. So this is what the parts look like. Let's get them out, which isn't easy. As a matter of fact, I make, you don't see it when I'm doing the videos, but I have a right hard time getting these out sometimes. This looks quite good. Once again, it's all metal. So I'm going to move that down a touch to get this in where it goes. Now, it's going to go into that section just there. So we've got these 2 holes here, which are going to keep it in. But it does slot in on its own, and it's keeping its own weight, which is a good thing. Now we've got a few screws here, so we've got 2 screws at the back, 2 screws at the front to go in. These are PM screws. They are small like those KM ones were. So let's see if we can get these in. It's getting a little bit tricky because of the fuselage getting in the way, but we've got one going in here. That's one in. Second one will be going in this side. I'm going through the top window to get to it, just like that. And then the other 2 will be going at the back into these 2 holes here. So one here. Excellent. And finally, one at the end there. And they're all in. And that's all there is to do in that stage. We do have another metal part here, which is just the motor stand, which we're going to be using in the next stage. So once again, I'm going to put that to one side and show you what we're doing. Doing a bit of tidy here, but this is the motor that we've got. So I'll get that open. See, I have great problems opening these. So we've got the motor, we've got a sticker, and we've got some screws which I'll open, and then I will show you the magazine. Car crash averted. No, it's still probably in the wings there, Craig. Okay, so as you can see, the first thing it wants us to do is, we might as well do now, is put the sticker on. So the sticker says M7. This is an easy one. So all I'm going to do is put the sticker on this section here. It doesn't have to be great, overly neat, as long as it's not going to fall off, because we're going to need it when we start connecting it to a control board. But there we go, that's the sticker on. I will take this wire off though, and I do keep these for wire tidy later on. As a matter of fact, these would be great for the Enterprise, getting loads of these. I wonder if you could buy that in a reel. Does anyone know? And then you just take it off as you want and then use it. It's quite a little ingenious thing. This is quite a fun little motor as well. Look, check that out with the gears inside the motor there. It's going to take on a whole lot of weight, that one. And what we're going to do is we're going to be taking the motor, mounting it to the plate here, and then screwing it down. That's all we're going to do. So, well, you can see if I was making these videos again like they were standalones, this would take forever. But not today. Not today. So basically it's going to go in this way. We've got a hole. This is going to go in like that. And we're going to be securing it from the top side with 2 of the small PM screws that we've got here. So I think I opened them. I did. Get this loaded up. Whoops. And I've got it so that the wire here is pointing towards this flat side here. So when this is in, we've got one going in the top there, and then we've got one just going underneath, and then that is not going anywhere because that's all there is to do in that stage. So that's all there is to do in those 3 issues. Can you believe how much there was to do? Hello David Cleary, how's it going? Now what I'm going to do, trying this one, is I'm going to show you what it looks like now if I take it off the stand. So, oops, stand by it. I've just picked it up with the stand. Now obviously the cockpit hasn't been mounted yet, but that gives you a pretty much guide at how big this is actually. So we've mounted all of these sections and the engine and the sides come off. This bit, as you can see, isn't. So I can just take this out, but it's going to kind of fit there anyway. And then today we've just done this back section, but it is looking pretty impressive, isn't it? We've got all the motors in there to make these gears here go up and down. But yeah, it's only when you hold it against people that you can see how big it is. I was saying this about to Phil from Spruverse about the Wonderfest. You don't really realise the scale of some of the models until you see someone standing right next to them. So I'm just going to put this back on the stand, and then that can stay there for now. Talking about Phil, I don't know if you've seen his Instagram post today, but obviously we're doing the resin builds for the jaws, for the diorama. Now my resin, it still hasn't come, but it is due any day, so I'm going to start my pours. But when the pours have been done in that tank, it's going to be about 25 kilograms, which I think is around about 6 stone. So it's heavy, it's really heavy. So once I've got it, wherever I move it to, it's going to stay there. Well, from what I understand, Phil had his on like a workstation with wheels on it, and I think one of the wheels have collapsed. It's that heavy. So I know Phil's got a challenge there big time. So it's going to be interesting. But I'm hoping that might be up on the channel next week or the week after, the final reveal for that. But as I said, the biggest delay for it is you just can't get resin for love nor money in this country. I don't know if it's the same in America, and it's epoxy resin I need, not polyester resin. The polyester resin is the stuff that gets really hot, and that would just wreck the model. So I am using an epoxy resin for that. So that's what I've been waiting for. You can buy garden wire. It's a bit thinner than the model wire tidy. I like the clear. I like how it's clear. But I have seen garden wire. I did have some green garden wire. Mine was a little bit thicker actually, but this is, I mean, look, I can bend that quite easily with my fingers. Garden wire, you know, I could twist that as well. Garden wire needs, you know, I haven't got it. Oh yeah, I have. Look, my little pliers here. I normally use for that. I mean, I have got really tiny cable ties. Problem with cable ties, even though they do a blinding job, and I have been using them on the Enterprise, is that say something's wrong, you've got to really be careful getting a scalpel or sprue cutters here into that to cut it off to redo it again. But at least with a wire you can just untwist it and put it where it's going to be. There are 2 motors to put on the bracket. Oh, is there? So it's got another one's coming in there. See, I haven't got number 66 yet, so we'll have to see. Magnet wire will work. I haven't seen that either, Jim. I need to start putting some of these things back in my Amazon store and freshen it up a bit. Move it to Mount Sorrel. Really? You like the Spitfire? I like the Spitfire. You remember, this is going to be the similar size to what the Zero Fighter is going to be. So it is going to be interesting to see both of these together. Now, Hachette recently sent me an email regarding the Spitfire. Now, if you didn't know, the Spitfire sits on a dynamic stand. So where you see that those landing gears were down, they'll go up automatically. The thing will look like it's taking off, and it will like sway around, and it will land itself again. And that's on the dynamic base. But they have offered a glass case for it to sit in. Now this glass case, I believe, I could be wrong, someone might have to correct me, is like £165. Wow. Now I get confused with all these builds, because some builds you pay an extra £1 per stage or something like that, and you get a case at the end of it. Matter of fact, I've got the Ecto 1 base, and I've got the full case for the Peugeot 205 already. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be buying a case for the Spitfire, that's for sure. Saying that though, did you see the case that Agora Model have got for the Jaguar? The E-Type. Wow. That's pretty amazing. You'd post a pic, but the chat won't let me. Craig, just send me an email. Send it to wayne@worldofwayne.co.uk, and if I find it on stream, I can actually bring it up straight away. But yeah, if you could put pictures on chat, can you imagine what would be sent? That could be an interesting one, really, couldn't it? Right, the Spitfire are seen as 100 issues, and you can get another 20 issues after issue 100 to make a diorama for it. Now, I'm doing the diorama as well, but in 100 issues it will be done. I don't know how many of those 100 issues are broken up between the plane and the dynamic stand, but I'm guessing that dynamic stand's going to have quite a few gears and levers and stuff like that. I mean, looking at the Spitfire now, we've got the top of the wings to do, some motors at the back. There's not a great deal to do left on the Spitfire, I don't think. There we go, look, Craig Jackson, $168.99 for the casing. Wow. I'm on the milk tonight, by the way. Hard stuff. It actually looks like the case isn't big enough for the diorama. I didn't see a picture with it in, or did I? Did they send a picture with it in? It might have. I've deleted the email now, because when I saw the price, I was like, no, I can't afford that. But Bobby, you say that, but have you seen the wooden cases that they were making for the Super Snake and stuff? Now, they are crafted oak, and if you see some of these crafted oak cases, the sort of things that you find in a museum, you go to the Natural History Museum and you'll see them. I had no idea they were so expensive, but obviously you pay your money and you get your quality, so it's all good. I am going to do the Jaguar. I don't know about the gold one though, Jesse, but it's tempting, isn't it? Absolutely tempting. It just has the plane in the picture. That's interesting, John. See, I thought it was affixed to that dynamic stand. So can it, I guess that means it comes off the stand. I really did think it was fixed. So, you've got me thinking now. 1 second. Stand by. I'm gonna, I wanna have a look underneath this beast without everything falling out. What I'm looking for is I can't see any place for the stands, for the dynamic stand to go. So you're probably right, it probably can come off. I'm guessing the dynamic stand must just rest on that dynamic stand. I thought there might be holes or something for it to come in. Sweden have equalised. I had no idea that they were being beat. Are getting beat. Oh, and they've equalised. So Sweden, Ukraine are 1-1, if anyone's interested in the football. I've had my fill of the football. So you've subscribed to the E-Type too. It's going to be a great build, that E-Type, I have to say. It looks brilliant. But I am starting to redesign things, because if you didn't know, I've got a workshop coming now. So that's probably going to be here, not straight away. It's going to be sort of like October, November time, and it's 10 by 14 foot. And what's happening is the whole bottom of my garden's being completely wrecked. The workshop I've already got there is going. We're going to have, I've got to build the base first, the patio base. It's already got a base there, but only a 10 by 8 one. So I need the patio base extended for 10 by 14. I need some trees ripped down, so I'm going to get a landscaper to do that. And then the shed will get built hopefully the end of October, beginning of November, which means I should be able to move in for December. So the December live stream will hopefully be in the new workshop. The rings just rest on it. I really did think that they had slots or something to go in to stop it, because where it banks, I thought it might slip off. So you're on the fence about doing the E-Type. Or depending on what types of wheels it has. I've heard about these wheels because apparently did the Agostini do something similar, and each wheel had individual spokes. I've got no idea until I see it, but hopefully I will get to see it soon. £170 for the Spitfire case. It was 160 for the Bismarck, was it, D? It is twice as big, but again, the Bismarck is ginormous anyway. Adding a case to it is going to make it even bigger. It's partly the thing that I was talking about the other day with the Terminator. The Terminators look great, but with that 42 by 42 centimeter base, it would basically take up all of the room that I've got behind me. So do I actually use the base? I don't know. I like the way it is at the moment. I really do. If you were displaying it on its own, or I had room and I didn't have cars behind it, then yes, I'd probably make a more fuller diorama, akin to what Steve Williams has done on the Facebook channel. If you haven't seen that, check out the Terminator Facebook group and look at Steve Williams' post. It's unbelievable. Whenever Welder Wayne drinks a glass of milk, an amazing transformation happens. Wayne becomes milkman, ever ready for the call of action. Milan, I keep getting told off for the amount of milk that I'm drinking. Now this weekend we had 6, 12, 13, we had 14 pints of milk in the fridge, and I got told off today, being Tuesday, saying stop drinking the milk because we're going to run out. I drink an obscene amount of milk. Berg this, I believe you can. I can't see why not. Get in touch with them. There shouldn't be a problem at all with that. Hello, Lou. I thought the plane just sat on clear post and the post moved up and down. Well, it looks like that, Lou. It does look like that. But did you notice it does bank? So I was kind of worried that if the top's flat and it's lying on there, when it banks, it's going to be pivoting, isn't it, on each section? I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen it. The workshop's coming to me. Yes, they're delivering the workshop to me. It comes in 5 sections, Jesse, which is easy for me. So you've got a base, 4 walls, and a roof. But I'm not erecting it. I've got professional people doing that. And then it will all be insulated drywall. The drywall, just so you know, in the workshop, it's all been planned out. It's only going to be on the man cave side, because the man cave and the workshop is going to be collaborated. I wanted to keep the rustic look in the workshop. So there's going to be a lot of wood in the workshop, and then pretty much like you see here in the man cave. Oh, the plans are great. The other good bit of news, that if you didn't know, that it sounds like bad news, but I actually got dropped by my full screen partner, which was my multi-channel network partner. So when I started up with YouTube, I went with what they call a multi-channel network, and they basically support the channel. So they help you get ad revenue, they bring ads to your channel, and in a return you get to use some of their music, you get some of their assets, some of their video footage, stuff like that. But you do have to pay quite a hefty whack for that. I think last month I paid the full screen firm about £600. It's a lot of money. But I've never used any of their services. I've never used any of their music. I've never used any of their assets. The only thing that I would have been interested in was legal protection, because they provided that as well. But again, with my sort of channel, you don't really have that sort of issue. So now I've been let go. They let me go from the full screen network, and I am now on my own. I'm on my own. I am on the YouTube Partner program, which provides similar sort of benefits and stuff, but this is actually directly through YouTube. So as from this month, actually, as from the 24th of June, it's gone now, I am solely YouTube bound. So it's a very exciting time. A bit worrying as well, because I don't know if you noticed on Friday, but every single one of my videos became demonetized. So you had to, there's a lot of work to do when you switch from a multi-channel network to standalone. But there you go. Hello, Rob. How's it going? Yeah, I've heard this. The Agostini E-Type wheels are an absolute nightmare. It'll be interesting to see if there is any differences for it. But if you have a look at the Agora blog, they've scanned the car. I do think you're going to see differences for it. I never got to see the Agostini one, so I don't really know anything about it. Agree about the Terminator base. That is why I ordered a replacement from Ian Campbell. They're great. Absolutely great. And I've got the other one down here, which, as I mentioned on Thursday's stream, make sure you turn that battery pack off, because I've put new batteries in that now, because the batteries were being drained because I had the battery pack on even though the Terminator wasn't on. And yeah, they got drained, and God knows how quickly, but I think it was quite quick as well. Well, Wayne, why just milk and not Dr. Pepper? Because I've run out of Dr. Pepper, Kim. And if I keep drinking rum on stream, people are going to think I'm an alcoholic, which I really am not. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait for the Spitfire stand. Like, I don't know what issue it's going to start in, but it's going to look really impressive, I'm sure. Definitely. Wayne teaches Mrs. Wilder Wayne to buy a doll's house. You buy a real house. She's making good work on that, Wayne. She's rendered it now. Apparently, she's going to employ me to do a little bit of work for it. I've got to gloss her windows, apparently. So I don't know quite how I got roped into that, but there you go. But does the workshop come in packs? If it did, Lou, I'd make videos from it. Nah, I can't be dealing with that. I don't like. I love gardening. I like doing light gardening, but digging trees out, no, that's not me. Laying patio, that's not me. So I've outsourced that. So the good thing is, because the shed's the workshop's being specially made, it's something that I can have a patio down the bottom of the garden in the meantime. So that's going to last for the rest of the summer and into the autumn. I've got some weird insulation coming for it as well, these massive tile things. But again, I'll let them do that. It's double glazing. Oh, it's going to be great. Mrs. Wilder Wayne, hello. Been planning this workshop over the past couple of weeks. Once the summer is over and I've spent all the money on holiday. Yeah, because we're off to Scotland on the 13th. So. And don't forget, we're off to, where are we going? Cardiff on the 16th of July. So that's going to be fun. Hello, Pete. How's it going? You are late today. We're almost finished the stream. We've only got like seven minutes left. You'll have to watch the on demand, because I did change the countdown at the start. Hello, Justin. How's it going? Suddenly Seymour. I do love the references, Regulos. I need to see that. I haven't seen that film in a long time. Long time. Might want to switch to adamantium. Better for your bones. I don't know. With the amount of milk I drink, I'm sure my bones must be as strong as adamantium at the moment. Looks like the rear post fits into the elect socket on the fuselage. There's a power socket here or something. There's a switch, so it does get powered through that. It might do. It might do. Don't know. I never got to see a prototype of that, which is a thing. The funny thing is, Craig, about that whole rum thing is, I mentioned it before. I didn't really. I've got rid of the bottles now because it was getting a little bit like a wall of shame. I didn't realise how much rum I drink over each live stream, and times that by how long we've been doing live streams now? 3 years, 2 years. That's why I had 4 bottles of empty bottles of rum, and I'm like, I don't drink that much rum. God, I could just see myself standing up in a room saying that. getting a clap, you know. Yeah. I'd say I wouldn't be drinking now, but you know, Scotland's coming up, and there's whiskey in Scotland. I've got to have a bit of scotch while I'm in Scotland. Don't do gardening. My brother and his fiance did my garden just before leaving for New Zealand. My garden's nice. I mow it. I'd get the grass growing. I get the plants growing, but anything too stressful, yeah, no. And plus, I do find that when I've done gardening, people pull me up about having dirt under my nails. The amount of times every morning I have to physically scrape my nails to get the dirt out, because if there's one bugbear when you're doing YouTube videos, it's having dirt under your nails. And I really do try now to make sure they're not here. I said to Mrs. Wilder Wayne, perhaps we should get a manicurist in, you know, because all these people on like QVC and all these shopping channels, they have their own nail polishers and stuff. But you know, these are my heads. Has anyone ever seen my wedding ring, actually? I don't think I've ever showed you this. I can't show it you because it's actually welded shut now. But my wedding ring here is a ring called a bearing ring. And what it is, it unscrews, or it used to. I don't think it does now because it's probably stuck. But what it used to do is it unscrews and comes in sections. And then you could put different like materials in the middle to make the ring. So I've got a wedding ring inside this bearing ring. And the rings that I did have in here, which was a black plastic one, and there was a jewel one with like little zirconia diamonds around it. Mrs. Wayne's wearing at the moment. But it's a shame. It's a ingenious idea. So you can actually have whatever ring you want by unscrewing it and just putting different bands in there. But you see, even my wedding ring is a part work. Mrs. Wayne's saying that we're going to be going to Cardiff and Caerphilly, I think the name is. We were going to go to Bath, but at the moment Bath is like £350 for one night stay. So yeah, we're not doing Bath. So we are going to stay, I think, in Caerphilly, but she said that someone mentioned some nice places around there to go and visit. I think Caerphilly's got a castle we can visit, but I don't know about the other one. You only have a liquor problem when the liquor runs out. Too right. Oh, bless. And a personal barber. No, you know, I need a shave still, I suppose. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne does my eyebrows. Yes, she does my eyebrows. She has great joy plucking them. I think it's every partner's joy to actually just inflict pain on their partner. And she pulls out my long ones. Because if she doesn't, look, I have to brush them. I have to brush them in the morning. You see, they just go all over the place. So take care, Hilda. See you later, mate. But anyway, look, I'm going to end it there tonight because I'm looking around this man cave and I've been chucking things on the floor and it's all over the place. So tomorrow, patrons, we're going to be doing the next 4 stages of the Ferrari, and apparently we're going to have a problem with issue 44. So perhaps tomorrow's going to be the car crash stream. That video will probably go live either on Thursday or Friday, and I will get the Porsche out before the weekend as well. But remember, from Friday afternoon, I'm not here until Sunday. You know, that's what it is. So if there is going to be a welcome to the cave, that'll be out Sunday evening. There we go, Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's. It's all cool. Has anyone taken a bath in Bath? I've never been there, Bergdis. I know Mrs. Rhoda Wayne has. And they got the Roman baths there, so who knows? Anyway, listen, thank you for all joining me tonight, and I will see the patrons tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll see you all on Thursday. Take care.